Okay, good. So welcome to a very important part of the organizational briefing. This is a briefing for all staff members, but particularly for the sales executive and salesman. I'm going to teach you how to sell in the most powerful way ever, the most effective way ever, and the most unusual way ever. Normally, when people sell, they have particular education about it, at least in Zimbabwe, but worldwide, they have odd education about selling. I've been selling for like a long while now, and also I've been part of a fundraising team for several years in charity work organizations, should be like 3 years. I worked in a charity work organization, and we made 3 million rand per week to give away. We didn't even keep it. We kept 1,250 rand like per week to buy soap or like whatever, like we would need vitamins, any other, like that's how much we'd keep. In fact, that's how I saved up to get my first camera. But basically, I do know how to sell, and then how to sell to a high-level client, a middle-level client, a low-level client. And there's only one thing that you're doing. You are simply talking to them and telling them the truth. A salesman's very first task is to find a good product that they love. And then they sell that. And without necessarily using footwork, shifts, manipulation or anything, because it's not necessary. Do you see what I mean? If I'm already, for instance, in the charity work organization, if I'm already giving you the chance to help someone who you will never meet, that's like priceless. It's very easy to sell that to you. Now, if you're in Tonga Artistry and you're selling photography, videography, art, design, artistry, you find a type of art that you like and you sell just that. I don't like empty selling where you're just sort of trying to get someone to buy because it's a pure money motivation. I like the type of selling where you find something you like and then you're trying to share it with someone. It's very different. So the very first task I have with any salesman, sales executive is to cut out false ideas. So you need to get out the ideas of manipulation. You are not preying on someone's insecurities. You are not preying on anything. You are not manipulating someone. You are not tricking someone. You are talking to them. If they don't want what you are selling, literally let go of them and move on. It's a numbers game. It is not a sell to everyone game. Some of these people don't want what you're selling, then we'll come back to you later. Have an authentic interaction with them. Say, hey, would you like a professional form of that profile photo of yours? Now, of course, we're going to make it such that you are well equipped to know exactly what to say to the person. We'll have done a survey. If people generally respond or are generally having problems with the topic of money, like let's say this is an actual true survey result, people have been saying, when you ask them what are your problems in life, they'll say money. You press that exact button. A person responds to whatever's inside them already. So if they think their problem is money, you press that. You say, all right, are you ready to finally not have the money problems that are in your life that I know that you have? It starts with that image. Your profile picture is the difference between you getting promoted and the next person. It's maybe a couple megapixels, a different angle, and different lighting that gives you the edge. Of course, there's many ways that buttons can be pressed, and there's different buttons for different people at different times, yeah? So then you find out what button to press, and then you just press that. If you are the world's worst salesman, I'll tell you a perfect statistic. If you are the world's worst salesman, for every 100 people that you speak to, 2 of them will close. So keep this statistic in mind. If you're getting 0 sales, try to get to 100 communications with people. Communications that reach, meaning you actually talk to someone who's there. I'm not talking necessarily about emails. Use whatever methods. There's email, there's phone, there's use whatever's there. I'm not going to restrict you to a type of communication. But get to that 100 and you'll have 2 sales. If you can somehow be fast enough to get to 100 in a day, which I'm not that fast. But if you can be that fast, then you'll have 2 sales in a day, whatever size those sales are. So just a statistic to give you security. Yes, so you get out all of those falsehoods. Now we also have a cultural falsehood, maybe somewhat of a traditional falsehood within our land of Zimbabwe. I'm not sure where else this applies, but we have it here. An idea that there's no money, there's not enough money, we need to save money. Here's the actual truth. There's an infinity of money all around you, everywhere. And it's just for you to have. It's an unusual concept, but realize that you're getting the best sales technique on earth right now. Actually absorb it. There's a reason why God sent you to this video, made you meet me, whatever this is. Realize that this is the perfect sales technique because it is the technique from which all other sales techniques come from. And that is selling to people with reality. Just be real with these people. Right now I have a contract with the national manager of one of the biggest fast food chains, in fact the biggest fast food chain in my entire country. The way that I sold him the idea was so authentic that it didn't matter that I didn't have a company website, it didn't matter that I wasn't dressed formally, it didn't matter that we had met wherever it is that we had met it. None of it mattered. The authenticity got through to him. And now I have this giant contract and I'm trying to scramble together an organization so that we can actually withstand this level of work. That's the level of salesmanship that you're being taught. So simply be real with people. Say whatever it is that you want to say to this person when you are talking to them about their sales. If you'd like to be formal and polite, be formal and polite. If you'd like to be not so formal and not so polite, I'll allow you to get into any trouble if you're being real. If you'd like to say, hey listen you motherfucker, you're going to buy this. You're going to buy this for your organization and it's going to be badass. Your products are already like amazing and no one knows about them. What's the matter with you? If you sell like this and it's just coming from you legitimately, I'll allow any trouble, I will handle any trouble, I will stand any blows. I will stand in front of you and I'll protect you. As long as you're being real. That's the number 1 rule of salesmanship. Be real. Meaning, have a good product that you're selling. If you're not into the photography or videography that you're selling, don't sell it. Don't sell that. Don't work there. Do you see what I mean? It's a very simple idea. But every single sales book, every single sales text has come from experience, trial and error with this principle of just talking to that person with reality. You'll be able to generate your own sales technique, your own sales strategy, your own sales book, your own sales whatever. If you simply repeat this cycle of talking to someone with reality for real. So banish all other thoughts. You are not tricking anyone. In fact, someone has probably tricked you into thinking that sales is trickery. There's a difference between a scammer and someone who's on the selling end of something. Someone who's sat on the selling end of something is literally talking to people, meeting people, making friends. This is the simplicity. Yeah. So another refinement is, this is what I personally do. Wait until I find someone I like. I just like the appearance of this person. I feel like they'd be approachable to me. I feel like they're just similar to me, or whatever that is. Or I feel like they're so different to me that I want to talk to them. When I go over, I ask whatever question comes to mind. I start a conversation with them. I say, hi. I see you carrying a camera. Are you a photographer? Okay. Would you like a photo? I'm an internationally published photographer. I do award-winning photos. Would you like a very good photo taken of you? Realize that the interest point was, I saw that he has a camera. I approached him. I talked about the camera. Or I could say, wow, you know, I've never seen eyes, the color of your eyes. Like I would love to sorry, I'm even all yawn or something. I'd like to take a photo of you. I'd like to accentuate this particular detail. I'm not fully sure how I'll do it just yet, but I'm thinking of a weave where you have unusually colored hair and unusual jewelry. Maybe we could have you look like an alien or a very unique, almost abstract human. I charge $4 for a photo. Would you like a photo? Realize I approached the person because I liked their eyes or the color of their eyes. You approach the person for whatever random reason that you like them. And I'll walk past a moneyed up person to go to a person that I genuinely like, because you'll build a genuine relationship with that person. When you have their number, realize they'll have a genuine connection with you. That's a real follower, that's a real subscriber, that's a real person who will call you when they're on their birthday, on their wedding, whatever that event is. You just had a real interaction. You can walk past this pot belly, bald,
Step out of some kind of Land Rover. He's sort of walks.
so you can walk right past him and go to the person who has but $10. But $10 between them and poverty, and you could say, are you tired of having money problems? Improve your appearance. Get a professional picture for that CV of yours. And go hungry for 1 week. But have confidence in that CV. And you'll get a job. You know what I mean? Only say that if you believe it. By the way, I'll say that song because I believe it. But then if you don't believe it, don't ever say it. I'll always attack you for not telling the truth, because what the hell? You're selling award-winning, highly skilled photography, videography, art. Why would you lie about something? It's kind of stupid actually. You have gold. Why would you lie about that this is gold? You don't need to make it better than it is. It's good. Do you see? Yeah, so these principles, stick to them. Now, when it comes to your appearance, I want you to be dressed up suitably for where you'll be. Smart casual is usually good, but essentially be clean, look clean, right? And look kind of smart. You know what I mean? Look in the mirror and feel like you would trust the salesman. But at the same time, don't get distracted by your appearance. If you look completely horrible and you woke up in your pajamas and somehow you had to rush out of home, you're gonna sell in your pajamas. And you're gonna just authentically tell people, oh well, I'm in my pajamas, but I like your business. I'm a salesman for Tonga Artistry. We're award-winning and highly skilled artists, photographers, videographers, blah 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 blah. Could I arrange a meeting with you in which I am not in my pajamas? I walked into a bank and got a deal that way. I was in my pajamas. It was how many days ago? That might be three days ago. Realize that a lot of not caring, a lot of nonchalance, a lot of ease is required in this job. If you're just talking to people, telling the truth, it'll never make you tired. If you're swindling and reading all these sales books and sort of keeping a storage of the mechanical things to say, you will get tired because you're not being genuine. But if you have a day of going out and talking to people, meeting people, making friends and having fun, talking to beautiful women or attractive women or quirky women or ugly women, and and you're just having a fun experience of it, why, It's just fun. It doesn't ever feel like work. You'll be able to sell infinitely. As is your function. Then I guess carry what materials you need, like just a couple. Do not have a pocket swelling with business cards. You know what I mean? I don't like business cards, brochures, and things like this, like in mass, like in quantity. Like I'll give it to you, like if I feel like you're super old school and you need this to show some formality. But generally, I'll take your number and I'll send you a link to my website. Do you see? It works a little better in this way. In that, one, you're seeing my status every day from now on. Should you check WhatsApp statuses? Two, you have easy access to me. Three, you cannot drop my card.